Only myself.
You.
Only myself. Thank you so much for stopping by the platform. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by the platform. On myself, welcome to This Is What They Need From Me. This is a platform designed to simply promote those whose motion I personally appreciate already, and you already know personally that I appreciate your motion. So, right before, so first and foremost, thanks for stopping by. And after this, first, we're gonna get right into it. But before that, how you doing today? Only
Doing
myself.
good. I'm doing good. I feel good. You feel me? Ready
Awesome.
to make a banger right now.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We gonna make this legendary history and provide these powerful insights like every single time. And but this one is unique because we're coming from only myself. So with that being said, hey, let's get right into it. Only myself. What's one message you have for your supporters? I usually call them fans because I deal with artists and such, but with your supporters, what's one message you have for your supporters?
One message that I want to tell my supporters, that I probably don't tell you guys enough. I would say
Yes.
thank you to all my day ones, to the people who been there since like the first drop of Only Myself. Even those that are figuring out who I am now and coming now to support me. I appreciate you guys. I love all of y'all. It wouldn't be possible without y'all. So I really, really do appreciate y'all.
That's a fact, y'all. That's a fact. You heard it here first. Say so. And one last thing I want to say in my introduction is, family. If you hear my silence, it's because I want to get the powerful insights out to the people. So I don't want to interrupt. That's all. So I just wanted to let you know that before as we continue.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Say, what's your next? My next question to you is, what are you currently? What's one project that you're currently working on? It could be big or small. Just one. I want to
Uh,
tell the people.
oof. I'll say I'm always working. So I always have
Facts.
people in the music scene as well. So I always have them dropping music videos. So it's always
Fire.
it's always a surprise. You know what I mean? So whenever you see it, it's always popping out. Every time I drop a video, it's always going viral. So I'll
That's a
probably say
fact.
stay tuned for a couple more videos that'll be dropping soon. Probably a couple more podcasts, couple more interviews. You feel me?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, and real quick, y'all, this is one of my favorite brands that is actually in existence. So it's really a pleasure for me to have him on my platform right here, right now. So I just wanted to say that. So, last question in the introduction period. What aspects of your career have did I may have missed that you we is in the introduction period?
Um. I don't think you missed anything yet. I feel like the questions you're asking are the perfect questions. I feel like you have more questions, and we're gonna get the answers to them.
That's a fact. And hey, he's 100% right. A plus, y'all. A plus. If that was a test on in school, that's an A plus because I do got more questions. He already knows that.
Mm.
So hey, let's get into it. What sparked your initial interest in the in your industry? So we're gonna go right into the to the close. What
Yep.
sparked your initial industry interest?
Um, there's a couple things. I'm gonna start off
Fire.
by saying like since I was very young, before even I even thought about making a clothing brand, I was always into the fashion. I always liked Jordans, Nikes. You know what I mean? So it's
Yes,
always
sir.
been a part of my life. You know what I mean? Growing up, I'll probably say getting into like high school, probably around 10th grade. Um, I seen a brand. Their brand is called King's Play. I think they're from like ATL, but they were really my initial start to start this. They were kind of my motivation. You know what I mean? It's actually a female too. So she's doing
Shout
big.
out King's Play.
Exactly. Um, it's going crazy. So I seen that and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my motivation right there. And I liked the clothing that she was making. It was what I was wearing. So little by little, I was just thinking about names. I started a brand actually called Internally Bruised, probably around 2019. That also went crazy for like a year. I separated from that just for some personal reasons. From there, I started a
Hmm.
brand called True to Myself. Realized it was somebody's, and I was like, you know what? Only myself. I was like, yeah, this is what I like.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So from there, it's just been up. You know what I mean? A lot of inspirations. A lot. I look up to a lot of people. I just put my little
Oh,
sauce
yep.
into it, you know what I mean? Make it my own, only myself. So it's pretty much it right there.
No, and that's a fact. Thank you so much for that. Because that right there is legendary history, y'all. When you see that this brand in your favorite store carrier, hey, we got you the story. Legend.
Exactly.
Say so, but see, this right here, this is why I love my job because you provided me with a perfect how you say setup to a future question, and that is so we're gonna get right into that one, and that is who are some of your inspirations? Only myself.
Um, are we talking about clothes or are we
Yes.
talking in general?
So this is a great question. Thank you for that. It's we can go in general, or we can go in, or we can go with specifically with clothes. So you and it's your choice, or you could do both.
All right, so
And that's great. Yep. Because sometimes people say their wife. Sometimes people say their parents. Sometimes, and that's in the general category. I like to put it. But then some people go and then they say, I'm an artist, so I like Young Thug. I remember DS Mo said he was highly inspired by Young Thug. So in that he was in his industry as an entertainer, as an artist. So it's up to you. If you go general podcast general or specifically within uh the clothing industry.
yeah, so so we'll keep it at clothes. So for
Yes.
clothes, inspiration wise, I have a couple different things. I would say, like I said, when it comes to looking up to somebody, you would have to go for brands that are like here, like they stay here. What I mean by that is like, you got Nike. Nike's never going nowhere. Like
Yes.
Nike's gonna be here for decades and decades. They're not stopping. You know what I mean? Like that is what I want to be on. I want to be bigger than just a community, bigger than just you know. I want to expand. I want to go worldwide. Like I don't want nobody to forget me. I want to know when you say like only myself, like you can resemble to that. You know what I mean? And then
Hell yeah.
other inspirations that I have, I'll say any brand coming up. I feel like
Nike.
anybody,
Nike's number one, y'all.
yo, I feel like anybody who's up and coming, and they make it. Like example, a Spider brand. You know what I mean? They're probably from New York or
Mm.
whatever. You got Denim Tears.
Shout out
So
Spider Brand.
you got these brands where they were in a position just like me and they blew up and they're doing a thing right now and I look up to that, you know what I mean? Because I know when
Hell
time
yeah.
comes, I'm gonna be on the same path and everybody deserves their time, you know what I mean? So whether it's now, later, it's gonna happen.
Fire. No, absolutely. And that's so second, hey, that's the a whole group of art of people, y'all. He's inspired. That's see how the authenticity behind the brand. But before I get there, real quick, I did want to emphasize that real quick because that was a highlight that I see. You're inspired by, you feel me, the work ethic, the actual even the it doesn't matter about the status yet, and I find that inspiring. But one
Mm.
thing that I wanted to say about the brand is that, to me, in my opinion, it actually has that stay power already that Nike had that Nike has. Only myself as a brand has that as well, that stay in power, that longevity, in my opinion, to what from what I see and how it's worn and everything like that. So I really do believe that, and that's why actually, y'all, I'm purchasing my jumpsuit real soon. So
Got a
stay
couple things
tuned.
dropping.
Definitely, definitely. Say so. My next question is, thank you for that quick second. My next question is to you. What is one of the biggest challenges that you had to overcome at any point in your career?
Um
And my fault, not biggest challenges, any challenge. What is one challenge that you had to overcome in your career? And this is just simply to show triumph and resilience for the people that may run into some triumph or stuff.
yeah, I think there's two big factors when it comes to making clothes, and I feel like anybody who make clothes can really agree on what I'm about to say. I would say the learning process of just manufacturing. If you're not a person who's actually making them by hand, you're obviously going to be going through like a third party person where they're going to be making that stuff and shipping it to you. not everybody's a genuine person, and I had to learn that. So there was points where I got scammed. I know other people got scammed for money, so that's something that you got to overcome. You got to accept that. You know what I mean? Just keep hustling. Just keep grinding. You know what I mean? Can't let that stop
I
you.
appreciate that. Thanks for
Yeah.
saying that on my platform. Well,
Yep.
yep. So number two.
And then number two, I would really say accept that nobody owes you anything. What I mean by that,
Mm,
like, if somebody supports you one time, I say you got to be grateful for that. You know what I mean? Because they
I agree.
they don't have to buy again, and if they do, that's a blessing. So anybody who has supported me, even if it was just once, that's why I'm really really grateful. So that's something that people got to take into consideration and know that, like, nobody owes you nothing. So you really got to give the people a reason to support you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is big. This is big dog talk. And I mean, what I mean by that is, for any other bosses, not to take too long on it, is any other bosses that hear this, they definitely gonna all the other bosses that hear this, they're definitely gonna resonate with the boss talk that's going on right now.
Mhm.
So say my next question to you is it's very is it's a great so I love my job and it because the flow about it just is it reminds me of a song. My next question is, what advice do you have for the aspiring, though it's a two part. It's the aspiring clothes makers and those who so basically those ones who are considering getting into the game and those who are or they just got in, they're brand new. So, do you have any advice for those two groups of people? Maybe it might be the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. An advice for somebody who's up and coming. Um.
Yes, they just got into the game, brand new.
I'll say just do a lot of studying.
All
Number
right.
one advice, and I'll just probably give you a few little hints too. Um,
Yes,
TikTok.
we'll
You go on
take them.
TikTok. You're gonna find any answers that you need when it comes to starting up a brand. So any question you have that you can't get from nobody, just ask them. Like, just go type it in, and you're gonna find an answer eventually. Another thing I want to give off. Alibaba, if y'all don't know what that is, Alibaba is an app where you go and you find your manufacturing, and they're all over the world. There's just certain things that you gotta do on the app, filter wise. Just put the little verification for the manufacturers. Those are verified people. You can talk to them. You figure out what you want to do. You know what I mean? So that's a little hint right there. Um, and yeah, just put your own type of sauce into what you want to do.
Much love, much appreciated. All right. Say so. Okay, and then now, what about for those people who, hey, only myself. I love your brand. I think I want to get into the. I would think I want to create my own brand as well. What do you have any advice for me?
Um, I would say know your scenery. Know what you wanna put out there. Um, I feel like one personal mistake, and I'm gonna put myself out there, is I was making too much of clothing, too many different things, and it was a good feeling where I was selling them, but it wasn't where, like, people knew who I was.
Mm,
So if you want to start something, make your main clothing or sweatsuit or shirt, whatever it is, and push that out there to the point where the people know who you are. So let's say you want to make 100, distribute it. After that point, they should know who you are. Probably do it again, and then by that time, it's gonna be locked in. You know what I mean? And then that's when you can branch off and start doing other things, and that's how the connection and all the elevation stuff is gonna work and come into place.
fire. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And again, shout out to all the bosses that's gonna hear this because they're gonna be I'm blessing y'all. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do.
Right.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Say, so my next question is, what is one of your favorite projects that you dropped and why?
Oh, one of my favorite projects. I'll probably say the
Yeah, I want to know.
jersey, the jerseys that I just dropped. Those
Mm,
gotta be probably one of my favorites because it's a style that I haven't done before. So me dropping it and getting into a new look, and a lot of people's actually liking it. It really makes me feel good, and I can get more inspired and start putting out different things, get more creative, and bring out more of my designs on what I want to put out.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm actually gonna take a look into that. I appreciate being in this position to be able to actually, hear some of the ideas, that are already out there. So I can go ahead and get into there too, because y'all already know I'm jumping into that jumpsuit, because that jumpsuit is legendary. It's classic. If you're ever from New England, you've seen that before. If you're from the Northeast, you've seen that before in person.
But
Okay, no, in person. You thought that he got it from the store.
yo,
Yeah, they did.
we got people wearing it, and for those that don't know, I
Uh
got
huh.
people like Millie's in their music videos wearing it. If y'all
Let's
didn't know,
go.
I got Dusty Locane from New York wearing it. You feel me? So I got a lot of things.
This
So
is what
don't
they
sleep.
need from you.
Don't sleep.
This is what they need from you, and this is what they need from me. This is why we on the podcast, y'all. Come on. So yeah, talk that shit, fam. Talk that shit. You feel me? This is so that provides me with a perfect point that I wanted to make real quick. It's back into the introduction. I almost forgot. Last but not least, family, you're not. I'm not getting that at all. But say this is your platform right now. This is your hour. This is your 2 hours. This is your time right now. So hey, you feel me? You take your time and you speak on what you need to what we need to speak about. You know what I mean? Whatever we need to speak about in terms of the progress, in terms of the the career, in terms of all that, because hey, we don't do none of that what you call gossip. Our platform is all about business, as you can see. I like to say
Right.
that once a time, everything, just to every show, just to but they know that already. But that's part of it. That's part of it. It's the same thing as like, share, and subscribe, and comment. It's the same thing. We don't
All right.
do none of that fakeness. Everything is about that business. So back to that, bosses. Hey, so what right now? So let's that we everybody go tap in and check into the new drops, the jerseys. The What I
Yo.
was gonna say about that is I find that very unique. When do you quick follow up? Do you see any of your, say, peers dropping dropping jerseys at the moment, or is that kind of unique right now?
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in Boston right now, or probably in Mass, that's dropping jerseys.
Fire.
I haven't seen nobody drop these type of jerseys that I got, so I'll probably be the first one to do it right now.
Let's go. All right, perfect, perfect. Say, so this in reference to a previous point made about, say, Nike and the long in the basically the worldwide campaign. Do you have any long-term career goals that you could share with us on the platform?
Yeah, yeah. Again, everything's a business, so
Yes.
I see myself actually expanding more than just clothes when that time comes. Um, I want to be just like Nike, like I said, just as big as them, to the point where it's worldwide and everybody knows who they are. But I want worth ethics like, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather. You know how he's a businessman.
Absolutely.
He got like 20 skyscrapers. He getting money.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like that. You feel me? Like, I'm
And
not
you
trying
will.
to only clothes. Like, I'm trying to make my own type of watch and have that watch cost like 1.2 mil. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying
Yeah.
up there. That's my goal
Let's
right there. Like, I'm trying to be good for life, and my family before that, after I'm gone, family, it's gonna be good. You feel me? Like,
Yes,
it's
sir.
but yeah,
Let's
that's my goal right
go.
there.
No, that's just very highly inspiring. That's highly inspiring to a few how you say a fellow hustler. That's very inspiring. We definitely want to take care of the family, you know.
Mm.
So, so my next question to you is, what is one thing people would be surprised to learn about the brand, or about you as the creator, or the brand connected created collectively? What's one thing people would be surprised to learn, that for example, I would say people may not know that I have a nonprofit. That's a good thing. So that's that type of thing. What's one thing people may not know that they'd be surprised to learn?
Um, so this, like I said, there's only a handful of the people who's been there from the beginning of the brand to understand
Fire.
come up. But I'll just probably give you the breakdown on the brand itself. So pretty
Let's do
much,
it.
only myself really comes from within. Throughout my time and my struggles and my learnings, I realized that friends come and go, family comes and goes, relationship come and goes. At the end of the day, it's only yourself. So when I came up with the name Only Myself, I did the abbreviation of OM. When I got into digging into my researching of my brand, I was on like a spiritual journey of myself. So like example, anything I got tatted on me is all meaningful. So 4:32 a.m. That's the time that I was born. Really high like on astrology. So a lot of people don't know that this is really a spiritual journey for me. Pretty much
Fire.
when I broke down only myself to OM, in spirituality, there's a chakra, a crown chakra, which is the symbol that I be using, that people be looking at. You feel me? Um, a lot of people might think I'm Hindu. I'm not. I just like the meaning of it. When you break down that symbol, every part of it actually means something within life. So like the dream state, the conscious state, there's just different things. So it just pretty much describes all of life. When you get into the digging into more research, you know that when people chant the word like om, it's releasing like a certain type of frequency for healing. So it goes really deep into why the brand is really called Only Myself. The brand is not made just to make money and to look cool. The brand actually got meaning, and that's what a lot of people don't have. I make sure that this actually means something.
Oh my God. Did you see how y'all did you hear that silence? That's because he was speaking my language. That
Mm,
right there is fire. Oh my goodness. That's probably the reason why I'm connected to it more yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just that's why that silence was there.
mm,
That's fire. That's really that's big dog, y'all. And I oh man, so there's so many ways that I can take it, but I want to I'll probably save that for after for that save that for after the fact. You know what I mean? But I what I would do what would like to say is this interview, as always, will be chopped up and circulated so that that piece is definitely gonna I think it's gonna resonate with the people. I know it's gonna resonate with the people right there. That's pretty dope. Oh my goodness. Yep. So next question. One thing. What are some passions outside of work that you may have? Basketball, workout, type thing.
yeah.
Hang
Like
out
I
with the
said,
friends.
pretty much, I'm a really quiet person. I don't really speak unless spoken to. I pretty much read the vibe in the room. I'm really high on myself, like I say. Um,
Fire.
yeah, tattoos is one of my hobbies. Everything I get is
Hell yeah.
everything meaningful. You feel me? So I'm gonna actually, hold on. A little secret for y'all. I'm about to get an Only Myself tattoo on my back. So it's gonna be from shoulder, the whole thing going across. Nobody got nothing like that. You feel me? So I'm about next level. But that's one of my hobbies
Exclusive.
right there.
Exclusive.
Yeah. I like playing ball, like you said. I'm a really active kid. You feel me? Like I've been outside since I was little, so
Fire.
I'm really out here. So
Right. Yeah. Thanks. Say so when all right. So when you if if you run into any negativity or criticism, better yet, how do you deal with it? And do you? You may not. But again,
um
if you do,
yeah.
how's
Now
it go?
now we get into the spicy questions.
Know what I mean? We're working
Yeah.
about halfway through.
So what I would say, I have, I deal with
Awesome.
a lot of it, but I feel like that's just within anything, that's within any career. Like people is gonna just watch you, and they're not gonna support you. They're gonna say stuff because they're not you. They're gonna keep doing that because they're not you. So it's like it is what it is. You feel me? Whether you're making music, clothes, a model, whatever it is, that's part of the game. You know what I mean? You can't really take it to the head. Really just use that inspiration to keep going. So it's pretty much it. I don't really think on too deep on it. Um, you feel me?
Right.
Negativity. That's what I'm thinking. If it's
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
that's a different situation. But yeah.
Word. Nah, much appreciated. So now this is kind of similar to passions outside of work. But no, so, but it's just more so of a follow up. Do you a favorite way to relax? Favorite way to relax? Maybe is it basketball? Is it ball? And maybe smoking. You know what I mean? You could you also may have it may be already answered when we said the favorite the passions outside of work, but just quick follow up to finish off on that. Maybe somebody, because they might relate to it. You know what I mean? They might relate to it and such like that. So that favorite way to relax. Before we get off of that.
Um, Favorite way to relax and the biggest advice I can give yourself some time and space to think and be free. So
Yes.
what I like to do is like at least like once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'll just get away for the weekend. You feel me? And just not be on the phone too much because that's another thing right there. If you be on social
Mm,
all day and you scrolling, you see what people got, what they don't got, and make you think about your life, and that's gonna drive you crazy. I don't want to be doing that. You know what I mean? So I just keep doing what I'm doing, and I just like to take a little time away from me, probably spend it with my family, probably get lit. You feel me? The typical.
facts. Facts. Agree. Yeah, exactly. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So say when it comes to creating, what is some things that you can your creative process? Can you describe it at all? Without giving away too much.
My creative process. Um, I try to use the name and make the name come into life. Meaning, like, I'm in the process of probably creating like a character for the name on
Fire.
itself. You know what I mean? Like, you know how Polo got their little teddy bear that be wearing the own fit on it.
Yes,
So
sir.
something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be creating something very soon. Not giving out too much, but something's gonna be
Right.
coming.
Right. Oh man, well, that's why I love my job, yo. I get the exclusives out to the people immediately. Yeah, before the Polo Man got is there, y'all already know it. We put it in the universe. This shit
Mm,
is crazy. This shit is crazy. Listen, all right. So, right when it comes to this creating, what is some of your favorite tools and resources to use across your career?
yeah. Um. So that goes back to the little gems I was dropping earlier. I'm gonna give you a
Yes,
couple more
sir.
people who are watching. If y'all stayed this long and y'all watching, then y'all really gonna get the sauce. Couple of apps real quick that I be using. I use PixArt to do the editing and like switching the colors of probably the markups that I use and stuff. There's another website called the Brain Bible. You go on there, you can get all the blank mockups, or you can probably even purchase blank ware just so you can get it shipped to your house and probably see how you like it. You know what I mean? Those are two things right there.
Yes, sir.
Um, I'm just very big on just the editing on myself. So when I say only myself, there is nobody who's editing for me. There's nobody taking videos and doing all these stuff for me. Like anything that you see on my page is pretty much from me. You know what I mean? So everything's really made from myself.
Wow. Exactly. And I think that also is part of the reason that's driving it so fast and everything like that. It's really authentic. That's what I'm saying. I think this is a really authentic and genuine brand. But off the top, we just liked it because of the way it looked. But the way that it's hitting the people, which is that's reference to a future question. That it's really it looks how you say really impactful. Um, but next question: what is one risk that you had to take in your career?
Um, I would say sometimes you really just gotta spend every single dollar that you have to really take that risk
Mm,
and see whether you're gonna triple it, double it, whatever it is. It can be a hit, it can be a miss, but sometimes you really just gotta give it your all and just bet on yourself and see whether that really works out or not.
fire, absolutely, much appreciated. And when I say that, it's because I appreciate again the gem that was just dropped and everything like that. And my people, I appreciate my people because they go ahead and get their drinks on. They go ahead and sit down. when Kesey, when the Saint drops, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because I know because when you on YouTube, they give you the stats. They
Right.
say the duration between of how long they be watching. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be
Exactly.
watching it the whole for me the whole time type shit. So much appreciated. That's why we be chilling. Only myself. We be here cooling, getting all the insights because
Right.
we gonna be here. My people gonna be there. And yo, shout out to the stats. All right,
Nah, nah. Best
say
believe, best believe.
yes.
After we drop this right here, after this, after I
Uh huh.
get up and I go on Instagram, we're gonna run this up. I'm gonna have everybody flooding this. I'm gonna have it posted by
Much.
everybody.
Oh
So
my god.
trust me, we gonna work. We gonna work.
Yo, I'm trying to wash one hand, the other hand trying to wash my hand already.
Mm-hmm.
Can we work? Wow. Much yo, thank you. This is how you work, y'all. Boss to boss. Thank you. You heard what he said? That's what we gonna do. We circulating and gonna edit and chop it up and do what we do. My family's gonna do that too. Only myself. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, buddy.
Say. So next question. What is do you run into creative blocks? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
Yes, I have. Um, at the end of the day, you also gotta realize that you're the creator, so you don't really have to stress out too much. Um, what I usually do is I'll just probably make ideas. If I pretty much get stuck on it, I'll just probably leave it
Mm,
on my gallery and probably go back to it in a week from there and be like, yo, maybe I really do want to drop this now at this season. It might be the perfect timing like now than it was then. You know what I mean? So I
hell
usually
yeah.
I keep pretty much keep all my little creative ideas on my phone, and I'll go back into it. I'll probably re-edit it, whatever it is. I'll probably change the font or whatever it is, the color. You know what I mean? You got pretty much play with it and figure it out.
Fire. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So next question. What are some social or political causes that you are passionate about? For example, maybe environment, how that is. What's some social political source causes that you're passionate about?
Um, I'm really, I'm really for the people. Um, and that's something that a lot of people are. But then again, it's like when you find your group of the people who want to see other people shine, then that's when growth happens. You feel me? Talking
Yeah.
about for the people, I just had 3 events called For the People by another artist out here, music artist actually. So big shout out to them who keep inviting me to their events so I can vendor at their shows. I just had my last one last week, so it was real good. It was real smooth. Um, but that's pretty much what we do. We just pretty much help each other and just keep growing.
Fire. Fire. Say so in reference to a previous point, how do you think your work has impacted the world or society so far?
Man, I got people already tattooing my name on them, like only myself on their body. You feel me? So it's
Let's
just like,
go. Took that far
you
shit.
feel
Oh my
me?
god.
So I'm just
Y'all
saying,
can't
like
fuck with us, man. Now
when
y'all
I
can't fuck with him. Y'all can't fuck with bro. Anyway, go ahead.
when I'm saying like only myself, when I say only myself, I'm not talking about me. Like I'm talking about you. You know what I mean? Or
Yes,
just
sir.
from your point of view. Like when I say only myself, it's just within. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go and get it. You gotta go and do it. So I feel like the aspect on it is like it's bigger than just a brand, like I said. So when people are purchasing my stuff and they're wearing it, I have many people be like, yo, like I feel like a rapper today, or yo, I feel so good, like the energy's good. Like
Mm,
it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? It's not just a streetwear. It's not a hood brand. It's none of that. I see it as a bigger picture. So that's what I'm saying. I can see myself on the levels of Nike and all these places. You know what I mean? Like I can
me
see the
too.
impact on the people because we're talking about you and not me. And when you talk about yourself, we really think about what we've been through. You know what I mean? So it's a bigger meaning than that.
Yeah. And in reference to that story, real quick, its inception, the brand's inception, Ohm is a very powerful word, y'all. Do y'all homework.
Hmm.
Anyway, okay. So social media. What is your perspective on it? Is it and is it a good or a bad thing?
Social media. Um, it can be good and it can be bad. It pretty much depends on what you do and what you attract. If you want
Facts.
negativity and you look at negativity all day, then your For You page is gonna be all negativity. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's really up to you and what you put in your mind into. As in for me, I say social media can be bad because it brainwashes people. It probably puts out false information. Example, people might say stuff about me, but they ain't coming to me to ask me, then they shouldn't take the word. You feel me? So
Yes, sir.
um it's just pretty much on that level of just social media can be either brainwashing or it can be a good thing, you know what I mean? You can see inspirational stuff all day and really get motivated and boom, now you're the next biggest person. You know what I mean? So it
Oh
can
yeah.
happen like that. It can be the blink of an eye. Today I can be talking to you and tomorrow I can be somewhere crazy. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what tomorrow
Yes.
can bring. So
Yes. And I was gonna say that you made a few points that that I think is that they're gonna do that. Like some people, like it might go over some people's heads a few of these points, but the other ones, the bosses, they gonna hear that, and and that's why I do my job. It's to promote those that I like for whatever reason, and it's like, again, like that's what we do it for, and you're doing it. Like there was a few points previously. We don't have to get into it. That's what y'all got the rewind button for. But
yeah,
this is it's really it's really I mean it's I can we'll probably get into that when I follow up when I do the follow up call you after the fact. But yeah, these points that they're really what I refer to as powerful insights. So again, much appreciated. What
right.
so challenges facing your field, are there any challenges facing your field, for example, maybe what's that word, when people, and are there any challenges facing your field, and basically does it have any area for growth?
Um Best example I can give you is sometimes you might like go to events and stuff and you might not sell nothing, you know what I mean? But you gotta keep going, you gotta keep pushing, you can't let that stop you. There's been plenty of times where that has happened, but that's really just honesty and that's just coming from me and it's gonna happen to everybody, you know what I mean? We all go through it before the blow up. Um,
Oh yeah.
but it's pretty much as struggle. That's pretty much it. Pretty much you got to do the work yourself. You can't just sit in your house all day and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna blow up tomorrow," and you're not doing nothing to make that happen. So, uh, it's pretty much working every day. I try to stay busy. I don't like to be in my head too much, so I like to stay busy.
Fire. Now, does the clothing industry have any areas for growth? In terms of, I still can't find that word, y'all. Y'all should help me in the comments. But it's that word that it's like, um, when does it have any areas for growth? For example, well, before we do that, d- does the clothing industry have any areas for growth? So, does it say need more people from a certain background? Does it need to does it need to grow, like be invested into? Is it falling off? Is in general, we're talking about in general, because the next question is, what are some challenges that, well, what's one challenge that you had to specifically, so yeah, the challenge will be, the next question is, what is you one specific challenge that you had to face, but that you personally had to face. But in right now I'm trying to figure, I want to get the second half to the first question, which is, thank you very much, you answered the second half to that first question. Is I'm trying to figure out is what again, the areas to growth, it does it is it may not need any, but in your opinion, does does the fashion industry have any areas to grow in? Does it need more designers from a certain area, anything like that?
Um, I'll say yes and no. Um, I would say yes because me coming from my city, I feel like a lot of people do hate, but there is a lot of love. I feel like we as the people
That's
can
good.
do more within our city to really come together instead of trying to think that we're better than each other. So I feel like if we really got together, my city can really blow up in ways that we never seen it before. And that's just talking through clothes, and clothes will lead into the music that people are doing. And I just feel like it can have a really good impact. Um, I also say no because there's 8 billion people in the world. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
there's
yes, I
there's
say
so
that too,
much.
bro. Yep.
Yeah, there's so much that that we don't know, that we haven't seen. Like I just did a show and I just saw a girl make a whole dress for another model made out of just like bottle caps, and I was like, what? Like it was crazy. But there's a lot of creativity out here, and I feel like a lot of people aren't being seen that should be seen. But I feel like like I said, if we work as a team, everybody can be seen and everybody would grow in their own field.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was asking. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much, only myself. Nobody didn't help me find the word that I'm looking for, but that word, but that I got the definition out, and that's exactly what I was looking to see. Yeah, because boss, that's boss talk. I'm trying to figure out the industry. How's the industry looking? Because some industries is falling off, some industries is booming. You know what I mean? So some industries need rep. Hey, it's the word I was looking for was representation.
Mhm.
Word I was looking for was representation. But I and back to the point. Yes, we have in regards to New England and Boston, we have good representation. But the more we work together, the more it'll be the more impact we'll have for everybody individually and collectively. Right? That's basically.
Right.
All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Um, okay. So then my next question to you is what is one challenge that you had to overcome in today up to date?
One challenge that I had to overcome. Like I said,
Yes, sir.
a lot of people probably don't talk about this, but on my page just yesterday, I posted it because I feel like I gotta speak my mind. I feel like people gotta hear me. So what I put out is what I put out. I only work with genuine love. Anything that you see on my page right now actually is not paid, like no paid ads, nothing paid. Like everything is genuinely earned. People who mess with me, it's all genuine. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
um, there's a lot of
Congrats,
there's a
by
lot
the
of
way.
greasy stuff in the industry if you want to think about it. A lot of things that people don't talk about. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the things.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. That's what I was looking for. Say, so what is now we flip the script. What is the most rewarding aspect of being in your position as a fashion creator, fashion mogul? To me, to us.
I'm trying to be legendary. Like I'm trying to leave an
Hell yeah.
impact. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like I probably made an impact already, and I just feel like that's just
Definitely.
me. That's just me, just feeling like I already made an impact, and I know that like if anything was to happen, I'm gonna be remembered. You know what I mean? Like there's no doubt about it.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Uh, but. Say, so what's one thing that you learned about yourself, only myself, uh, throughout this process, throughout the process of just the inception of jumping in the game? What's one thing you learned about yourself?
That I'm strong, and not physically. I'm talking about mentally. Like a
Word,
lot of people would have gave up. You know what I mean? And
word,
I've been doing clothes for years, and I'm now like getting heard. I'm now getting seen. But that's just
word.
what dedication is. You know what I mean? That's when you fall, you're gonna get back up. You're gonna keep going. In a year, I went from 0 followers, people laughing because I only had 81, to me now having over 8,100. You know what I mean? So it's just like Just
Let's go.
keep going. Like slow progress is better than no progress, and just keep going. That's pretty much all I gotta say.
Word. What's appreciated. What's appreciated. Say, so what's one thing, right? What, hell yeah. One of my favorite questions. What's one of your dream collabs? Who was one of your dream collabs and why?
One of my dream collabs. Oof. If you want
We're
me to
getting
be
into the fun
honest,
part, y'all. We're getting into the fun part, only myself.
if you want me to be honest, I'm at a
Yes, sir.
point where I don't want to collab with no big brand. I really don't, unless it's Nike or something. You feel me? But like
Hell yeah.
luxury wise, like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton,
Ooh,
I don't want
yeah.
it. I don't want it. I'm gonna be real. I don't want it. I would rather work
Fuck
with
all
the
y'all.
people.
Y'all
I
not
would.
even black owned anyway. I'm just
I
playing.
I
Go
would.
ahead.
I would rather work with the people in my city and see somebody that I personally know blow up and come up with me than doing something with somebody
Man,
that I don't know for clout. I'm not doing it for clout. Like I want to do this because it's a journey that I'm on. You know what I mean? So I'd rather work with genuine people than just using people. You know what I mean? There's no way that you're selling a shirt for like $2,000 like that. Nah, that's crazy. I stay off what legitness is, and I understand what people go through, and that's why I'm very understanding. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring somebody to the top of me. We're gonna get there. We're gonna collab. If we want to talk about names on collabing, I can name a couple brands from my city
yeah.
that
Yup. Take it where you want to take it.
for me, I can name them because those are the people I really work with. So you got my boy Fear Garments. That's my boy Adrian.
Shout
You
out
got
for your garments.
yep. You got my boy Nino. He got a brand called Hundred. Yeah, 100 something like that. Um,
Shout out Nino.
yep. Let's see. You got another brand called Lost Boys out here.
Shout out
Um,
Lost Boy.
there's many brands out here that are real dope, and I feel like we all deserve a chance. So that's what we're gonna do.
Bet. Bet. So say we're in the fun part now. What is one skill that you want to learn? Only myself.
Um, one skill that I want to learn,
Yes.
I'm probably gonna go back into school.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and do business. I started it, but COVID hit, so I ended up having to do like online, and that wasn't for me. I'm more of an in-person type person, so
Word.
I'm gonna get back into school, and I'm gonna probably get back into business. I want to know all the insides. I want to know the right moves to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to make no mistakes, so I want to learn and just grow.
Fire. Hell yeah. Shout out to school, y'all. Everybody go to school. Say, so what is one place you want to go? Only myself. This can be metaphorical. This can be physical or non-physical. No, I'm number one, or this could be Canada. Whatever you want to. What? Where do you want to go? One place.
Um, one place that I want to go.
Yes, sir. Somebody said Bora Bora. I'm like, me too.
Hold on, that's not even bad. Hold on. Shout out to
You
Bora
really?
Bora.
Word. Shout out Bora Bora.
Bro. Um,
Forgot who it was.
I'm about to I'm gonna say like Japan or Tokyo or something. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like,
Hell yeah.
like
Shout out. You
um,
got.
you feel
Mm-hmm.
me? I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to see another cultural environment. I'm trying to live a different experience. Like, I want to grow big and explore the world. Like, really, that's what I want to do. I feel like when I'm settled, there's so much out there that I haven't seen that I want to see everything. I want to go explore and see what other cultural stuff are like.
Fire. So the reason why I exclaimed is everybody tune in because on May 17th we have Masa Sky from Japan, straight from Kyoto, to jumping on the platform, y'all. So yeah, Japan is definitely huge, and I definitely hope you get out there. You know what I mean? Because it might change. You might want to go to well, like you said, there's a lot of places. So
Hmm.
where you're gonna go to all of them. That's what we're gonna leave it at.
Exactly.
Say so. What do you think you would be doing if you weren't doing clothes?
If I wasn't doing clothes,
Yes.
um, it's a good question. I feel like
Take your time.
I feel like everything happens for a reason. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I would have been a basketball player. Nah,
Right.
you know what I mean. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Um, Honestly, I'll probably be living a regular life at peace
Mm.
without social media because I just I'm tired. I'm just tired of social media. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Hell
if it
yeah.
wasn't for social media in my brand, I would even be on it. But I really want to
Facts.
be at peace. I want to learn more about myself. I want to travel the world. So if I wasn't doing clothes, I'll probably be low key. You know what I mean? Or I would have probably been into like a modeling with like tattoo artists or something. You know what I mean? Probably traveling the
Hell
world,
yeah.
probably fully tatted up or something. But just something impactful, nothing dumb. You know what I mean? Just to myself, pretty
Facts.
much.
Word. I always like that one, because it gives another side of the boss that I'm talking to. That other people in from whatever walks of life, they might actually that might resonate with them on a personal level. So oh snap, you like that too? Only myself say me too. You feel me? And I'm doing this with it. Would you know what I mean? And the networking always
Right.
is always the networking aspect's always there. So say, how are you concerned with moving your entire industry forward? And if you are, how do you plan to do so? Are you more so, I'm just looking to push my brand forward. I mean, more individual. Or are you looking to push the whole fashion industry forward? What's how we doing? How we looking?
Um, I want to. I want to get to a point where my brand is so big that I want to make it affordable. Like the
Oh,
way I see only myself, I want to have different establishment within there. So what I mean is, in the future, no, don't quote me on this, but this is something that I want to do. In the future, I want to have
you got
like
it. This is your platform right now.
like a only myself black, or like a only myself X edition, like a higher luxury. So I don't want to stay in one position. I want to have multiple things for multiple people. So if I'm talking high fashion, I want to get into that for the certain people that want that. And then I want to stay affordable. Like when I say only myself, I don't want to be selfish. I want everybody to have it. So I want like an app like Sheen. You know
I
what I
think that's
mean? Where like
powerful.
you can go on and cop a only myself shirt in the future for like $5 or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like I want everybody to have at least something of it.
Yes, sir.
So I want everybody to at least to be able to like afford it. You know what I mean? Like I want to have a big impact. I want it to be something big.
The reason that reminds me of Shaq. Shaq made his shoe affordable, and he's a $300 million, 300 millionaire, 500 millionaire, something stupid. So that definitely has a lot of financial. I mean, giving, being selfless in y'all is not. It will also get you money. Don't think, you feel what I'm saying, that you giving or being generous and a good person is not gonna get you money. It will as well. So always work that into y'all, what I mean, into y'all brands.
Facts.
Um, say so. w- How coming into what is one way that how would you like to be remembered? Just one thing. That's what I mean. What's one way that you would like to be remembered?
Um, One way.
Yes, just one.
I just want to be remembered as like that person from Boston who made it. You know what I mean? Like we really
Uh,
don't come from a city where people really make it like that. You know what I mean? It's
right,
kind of selective. You got a couple like Mark Wahlberg and Jason Tatum, and a couple people like that, of course. But
right.
clothing and all this stuff, um, I just want people to remember me. That's pretty much it. Like I want to be one of the faces of Boston, so I want to have a big impact on it. I want to work with the city.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot. The potential is You feel me? Unmatched. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch as a as a supporter and everything like that. The business moves that you create, because they're gonna be impactful. So
I'm already making an impact. Like a lot of people don't know. There's a video
please.
on my page
Hmm.
actually. Um, when we was talking about risk and the stuff that we was doing earlier, and I
Yes.
said how you might get scammed or whatever it is. There's been times where like I had like a bulk order and the whole thing was messed up. Like that was a whole like $4,500 loss right there. You know what I mean? But I didn't see it as that. What I did was I took the
Damn.
clothes and I went to Mass Ave, and for the people who don't know, Mass Ave is just pretty much like a known street out here where
All right. Shout
there's
out
a lot of
myself.
homeless people. Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people and stuff. But I went out there and I gave everything away to all of them. Like I went around the blocks and gave shirts and shorts and everything to all the people, and I recorded it. And yeah, just pretty much giving out to the people who need it.
Yo, oh my goodness, and that's what we're here for, y'all. It's here to talk about the things that need to be talked about on all platforms because these are ours. So definitely, and shout out to, oh man, this is it's huge. That right there is God's work. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's heavy. That's not little. That's not puppy. That's not little puppy work right there.
Hmm.
That's big dog things. So shout out to you. We're not just gonna fly by that. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to you for doing that. You know what I mean? And we're gonna put all the attention that needs to be put onto it. Going in, tailing into the end, right? For I always like to say when I get to this point, only myself. Thank you so much for stopping by the platform. We still have about two, three more questions, but again, stop. Thank you so much for providing us with the opportunity to promote a brand that we personally appreciate. My on behalf of my whole organization, the Rosters organization. We definitely appreciate your contribution to the game. And let's, and as with that being said, let's get into these the final two, three questions that we got, set up for you. So, say, what is one? Well, what? How? Only myself. Do you find funny, motivating, and surprising?
I repeat that one more time.
I got you. One, we could do it one at a time. What
Uh,
is one thing that you find funny? What's funny to you, Kevin Hart?
now, I
Say
feel like
Marquise.
there's nothing specific, but
Right.
I just love being around just genuine people, like just being able to just enjoy time and
Hell yeah.
just if you're funny, you're just funny. You feel me? It's just yeah, pretty much.
Right. 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 You like comedy movies?
Yeah, actually, hold on. I was supposed to be going to this thing that's up and coming, but every Friday, um, there is a comedy show out here in Boston that's 420 friendly.
Hey.
So if y'all want to go laugh and be faded, go over there and
Uh huh.
go look at it. It's gonna be lit.
That's what we do here, y'all. Everybody tap in with the 420 friendly comedy
Comedy
show,
show.
y'all, out there in Boston, man. For real. No, don't take it. We serious around this way. Say, so what do you find motivating? What motivates you?
What motivates me?
Yes.
My
I need to know.
I'm gonna say time. Time is what motivates me.
Ooh,
Like you don't know when your time is. You know what I mean? And like when
hell
you
yeah.
thinking like that, you start thinking about your loved ones and everybody else around you, not only yourself. You know what I mean? But you really start to like be like, yo, I need to cherish this more. You feel me? Like right now, if somebody was to offer me $1 million for my brand, but the catch was I won't wake up tomorrow, I'm not taking that money. Like money's not
Hmm.
everything. You feel me? So I feel like just being in the moment, just loving life itself, whether you have something big or you don't. And I think it's just acceptance. I feel like I've been on social media recently, and I've been noticing that every famous person that we look up to right now, like Kai and
Hmm.
Aiden Ross and all these people, they got mad money, right? And we want to be just like them. But then you look at
Right.
them and you look at DDG and you look at all these people, right? And you notice that like they're all sick. And like no matter
Hell
who
yeah.
you are, no matter who you only live once. Like even the world's richest person, Elon Musk, like he can't buy time. You feel me? So
So
time
can't.
now is way more valuable than just money. Just you gotta just do for you right now.
Wow. No, that's who the teachers, y'all. The teachers, only myself. They gonna the smart and not even just the bosses, the move makers, decision makers, those that are teachers. They gonna listen and they're gonna know like that's gonna there's a lot of points that are gonna resonate with them. Last part of that one. What do you find surprising to some anytime? You know what I mean, what surprises you?
Ain't gonna lie. So right now, I'm gonna tell you right
Yep.
now. So everything that I'm doing is either in person or I ship it out. Um, so I'll probably say I have done so much that when people drop music videos or they're posting pictures, just because I do it so much like within person, I'd be like, damn, like I actually gave you that. Like I'd be there like, yo, do I remember you? Like, but it'd be surprising, you know
That
what I mean? Like,
word.
but it feels good because it's like, yo, there's
Yeah,
like
hell
really
yeah.
a lot of people out here that are actually rocking the brand. You know what I mean? So that just be surprising, but it's a good feeling. So
Word. No, that's what I'm talking about. We don't again, because that's we don't surprise you. A bad surprise. I don't even care about a bad surprise. I need to know about the good surprise on this platform, y'all.
right.
Exactly. Say so. All right. Pet peeve. Do you have a pet peeve? You may not. Do you have a pet peeve though?
Um, I hate liars. It's pretty
Oh,
much it.
hell yeah.
I don't want to get too deep into it, but y'all know. And if the right person sees this, I just hate liars. That's all. Just just keep it P, bruh. People know what's up. You know what I mean?
I
I
lie
just keep
is
it
so
pushing.
whack. Oh my god. Ew. Yuck.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
final question, family. What is, thank you. Before we get there, again, thank you so much for stopping by the platform and providing us with giving us your time and providing us with these powerful insights. We're gonna circulate this and chop it up. So, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. So, you know,
Yep.
final question, only myself. What superpower would you have and why?
Damn. Uh, he said superpower.
Hell yeah.
You know what's so crazy, bro? Cause
What's that?
today on my page, I just posted that. I
Oh,
asked,
I didn't
I
even
asked
see it.
if you
Damn.
go on my page right now.
Right there. I'm about to go. No, I'm not doing. Go ahead, all right, go. All right, go ahead, go. Yep.
So if you go on my page, I literally just did the same thing. I was like, "Yo, what superpower would you guys want?" I wrote, to be invisible, um,
Fire.
teleport, telekinesis, and like flying. You know what I mean? Like those are just some of
Hell
the
yeah.
ones that I personally would want. But there is people right now voting on them, so it's kind of crazy you asked me that.
Right. No, that's the universe. You already know, fam.
Yeah.
All right. So what was? All right. So what's the main? Is it invisible? Is that the main one? What's the main one of them and why?
Um, I feel like I want to do teleportation. Like
Oh damn.
I
Me
can
too,
go
bro.
I can go anywhere. And I'm not just talking about country to country. I'm talking about time. Like you want to go visit the past, go to the past. You want to see the
Right.
future, go see what the future is. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking outside the box. I'm one of those. I'm a conspiracy
Right.
type person with the world and space and all that. So you know.
That's fire. That's what we do here, fam. That's why I asked you. No, that's so that's I like that real quick because y'all know how I do, but real quick because that is the final question. That right there is interesting because you're the first person to say teleportation, and that's probably the one if that I personally be thinking about if I when I ask that question. I'd be like, teleportation. I'm just thinking I'm just thinking like, geographically, but my brother over here, he done did the next level. Like Goku can't even do that, y'all. Like you feel me? Like
Right.
he's still geographical with it. Like yo. But again, with that being said, um, thank you for coming and stopping by my platform, fam, and letting us promote a brand that we appreciate. Do you have anything that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
To the people, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I appreciate all of y'all who are watching this, those who are gonna see it in the future. I hope to look back at this same video in a year from now and see the progress within me and my guy right here, Saint. You feel me? So
So
we're
facts,
gonna
hello.
we're gonna do a part two in the future whenever the
Yes,
time is
sir. Yes,
right.
we are.
You know what I mean? We're gonna chop
Let's
it
go to
up,
work.
see what happened. Besides the people, I'm gonna say I appreciate you a lot. I know you've been saying thank you to me the whole entire time of the thing, but I haven't got
That's
the
a
chance to
fact.
tell you how much I appreciate you too. It's not only about me, you feel me? I appreciate the fact that you took your time of the day to really do this, and out of all people, it was me, so I appreciate that a lot, bro. And like I said, we're gonna be
Damn.
working. I'm gonna have people promote it, so it's just nothing but love, bro. I appreciate you.
Damn, and you know what? I couldn't even cut you that time because again, I asked you what's one message you have for the people, and I got a little bit of it, so I appreciate that, very very much so. And shoot, damn, it's like again, I got I'm gonna call you on the follow up, but y'all, hey, y'all sit with them powerful insights and hit that rewind button. Y'all know
Yes,
how y'all
sir.
do. Hey, let's get hey, only
Tap
myself,
in.
peace and love. I'm gonna hit you for the follow up.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Much love.